Good afternoon, guys. This is Austin over here at Crown. What I've got today is a 2013 Kia Sorento. The technician's going to be performing the Crown Confidence 101-point inspection on this vehicle. And I'll touch base with you guys here in a bit and let you know what I find. Let's see if we get this camera to focus right here on our inspection sheet. Give you guys a rundown of what some of the questions are and some of the things that we're going to be looking for. And the question on the back of the inspection sheet also covers the interior as well. So we are back here with the Kia Sorento. I did perform the Crown Confidence 101-point inspection. I also had to do a little bit of diagnosis on the vehicle. So I'm going to give you guys a rundown of what I found we were going to be doing today. We actually have a whole handful of things we are going to be doing. So starting here at the rear of the car, I'm going to pull the hatch down. We are going to be replacing both of our license plate lights here, the tag light bulbs, as some people like to refer to them as. Both of the bulbs are out, so I already got one out. Still got to remove the other. Moving over here to our left tail light. Flip it over. The blinker light bulb was incorrect. It needs to have an amber bulb, and it also requires a dual element bulb, so it did not have the correct one in there. So we're going to go ahead and replace that with the proper one. I do have the bulbs up there laid out, so I will show you what we are going to be working with. So moving over to the front of the vehicle, I'll show you what else we're going to be working with here. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to see it from my angle, but I don't know if you noticed right down the edge of the belt is starting to tear and fray off. That's some of the cords and some of the nylon that holds the belt together. So I noticed that the belt has been replaced, but there's an idler pulley down there. And I could tell that it wasn't positioned on there properly. That was simply from installation error. So not a big deal. So we're going to go ahead and be replacing the serpentine belt. And moving over here, also during the inspection, while I had it in the air, I noticed a small coolant leak coming from this heater hose here. It runs from the engine up into the firewall, and that is right to your heater core. So I was noticing that it was dripping here from the bottom. A lot of times I don't try to remove the hoses right away just so we don't have a huge mess. So what I ended up doing was I ended up snipping the clamp off. I grabbed another one and applied it. And I repositioned the hose a little bit. I did check the coolant to make sure it wasn't low. I really just needed to top off the reservoir over there, so no big deal. So I repositioned it, put a new clamp on, started the vehicle, and I put it in the air, and I sat down there under the vehicle until I got up to operating temp, and to find that the coolant wasn't leaking anymore. So that was a quick, easy fix. You know, just a new clamp, reposition the hose, so it should be good to go. As you can see over here, I have to have a hood strut prop. The hood struts are failing. The first time when I did open the hood, it just fell right back down. So we are going to be replacing the left and right side, or excuse me, left and right side. We have our new hood struts here, as well as our serpentine belt, as well as our front and rear wiper blades. We're going to be replacing those. Got our fronts here, as well as our rears. We've got our replacement cabin air filter, as well as our engine air filter here. Got our oil filter right here. We are going to be performing a full synthetic oil change. Just got a new oil filter and O-rings in there. I will be topping off the tire pressures as well as rotating the tires. I did top off our engine coolant as well as our windshield washer fluid and our power steering fluid here. And lastly, during the test drive, I was noticing the steering wheel was not facing straight. It was leaning more towards the right, and the vehicle is also pulling right. So we are going to be performing a wheel alignment. Based upon the alignment specs, we will figure out if we're going to be doing a 4 or a 2 wheel alignment. If the rear isn't within spec, I'll leave it alone and just adjust the front. So like I said, we'll just have to go from there and see what we're working with when we get in the alignment rack. So I will touch base with you guys again here in a little while and let you know how it goes. Just finished up the wheel alignment here on the Kia Sorento. I'm going to take it for one final test drive to verify the wheel alignment. We got everything on, everything looks good. Everything is situated, everything is within spec. Quick view of the bottom side of the car before we send it off. Considering the age and mileage of this vehicle, I'd say it's very clean underneath here. I didn't find any leaks, nothing broken or rattling, nothing worn, nothing broken. Also, I did see some undercoating underneath here. It's good. That's good rust preventative stuff. So that'll be it for this one, guys. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it.